Welcome back to Novia's Eateries.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Stephanie. And tonight we are in the Triangle in Lake Mary, Florida. That's what I love to call it.
Yes.
And we are going to the Vineyard, which is, they have a bunch of different wines, lots of fancy, nice, delicious foods, and lots of delicious drinks, desserts.
Yeah, it's a great place. We've eaten here a few times before and never been dissatisfied. So thought we would share it with you guys. And we'll go inside and order some food. I'll try to order something I haven't eaten before and let you guys know what the take is.
Yes, and today is New Year's Eve, so it's our New Year's Eve date. So we are now inside, seated at our table. We're in like their little back room area that is like there's like a wine cellar in here, and we're sitting in a booth.
Yes, and the ambiance is really nice in this restaurant. The light isn't really bright, it's nice. Kind of a little bit dark, and you kind of feel a little more secluded, which I like, makes it more romantic for our New Year's Eve celebration dinner.
Something like that.
Yeah. So you want to tell them what we got?
Yes. So for drinks, I got a Merlot, and Brian got a blue olive martini, right?
Yes. The olives come stuffed with blue cheese, which I just love. It's the best way to have a martini, in my opinion. Amazing.
Yeah, and I'm not really a big martini person. They're a little too, I haven't had them in a while. I like olives, but
I love them.
And then for our meals, we went a little bit fancier. And so I got the Cowboy Cut Rib Eye. It's a 16-ounce bone-in Angus beef ribeye, charbroiled and seasoned with sea salt and black pepper, and comes with 2 sides. And I got the Brussels sprouts and a French onion soup bowl.
Don't close it.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
She's trying to make me memorize mine.
Yeah, and what did you get?
I got the McFarland Farms pheasant, which comes with pan-fried, tender pheasant, wild mushrooms, fresh herbs, a sherry cream sauce over angel hair pasta. So it sounds delicious. So the server said it was one of his favorite things on the menu. So I'm excited to try it. Today I hit my goal, exceeded my goal of 5,000 steps per day for the entire year. Next year's goal is going to be twice that, so 10,000 steps a day. And so Stephanie and I went on a little walk. She joined me, and we found some hiking trails, very much in our backyard, which I didn't know were there. I think Stephanie knew, but
I knew that there were mountain bike trails around us. I didn't really know like the extent of them all, but they're, I guess, pretty extensive. And we just walked them. You can hike or mountain bike, and we didn't come across any other hikers. But
yeah, the trail is pretty narrow, so we had to step to the side to let the mountain bikers pass. But there might have been a handful, maybe
not
6,
too many.
7 at the most. And it was nice. It was a good little walk. It was probably like a 3-point-some mile round trip. But we Stephanie ended up walking about 6.5 miles according to my calculation. And I went an extra half a mile to get to 14,000 steps for today.
Yeah, I went home.
And yeah.
We passed our street, and I was like, I'm just going to go home. My feet hurt.
Yeah, her arch was hurting her. But yeah, so excited that I hit my goal. I've lost a couple pounds, not many, just 2, but it's progress.
Forgot about the disaster we had happen today.
Yeah, our water heater is leaking water, so we called our American Home Shield warranty service, and they're like, oh, they'll get out there within 2 days. And
of course, today's like
the people
the
they
31st.
referred us to was like, oh, we don't work on weekends, so it'll be Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, have a nice 3 days of cold showers. So we both took a cold shower after our watch.
My hair is still
Stephanie
wet.
was screaming how cold it was.
No,
it was
Stephanie
quite
was
annoying.
not. Brian was, because he thought it was hilarious. And then he was shutting off the water after whatever. He didn't just power through like a wimp.
Water conservation. It had nothing to do with the
We don't need to
temperature of the
conserve.
water.
I mean, everyone should conserve water, but we are on well water, so.
It's not endless supply of water. So I feel like the camera's wobbling a little bit. But we both have this habit of putting our hands on the table, and then we watch the video and it's like shaking a little bit. So we're trying to be good, but
Yeah,
both
there's a
forget.
lot of things we need to improve on in 2022, like cutting down on the ums, looking at the camera, not at the little viewfinder, not chewing with our mouths full and talking at the same time.
Impossible. So,
What else? Taking our time. That's a big one. Just taking our time. Because a lot of the times when we are filming, like, you want to eat the food too, like while it's, warm and enjoyable. But being a vlogger, you gotta take the pictures and make sure everything's perfect, and then eat.
Attention to detail.
Ooh, that's hot. No one warned me.
Never had French onion soup before.
I was just trying to push it towards the center.
They put it under the broiler.
No.
It looks good though.
Yeah, we're gonna try it now.
It looks super hot.
It is. I love French onion soup though. It's one of my favorite soups. French onion, broccoli cheddar.
I agree. I love it too.
I keep telling Brian he needs to make a French onion soup for one of our videos. He never listens.
Yeah, it's really hard to make a good one because you really need to
Cook it for a long time.
well, you need to reduce it a lot, and you need to put a ton of onions in there for the flavor, and you got to strain it, and it is a process. Maybe one day I'll do it.
I just love the bread and the cheese. I mean, who doesn't like cheese? I know there's plenty of people that don't like cheese, and there's people that can't.
Lactose intolerant.
There's people who can't. They might like cheese, they just can't eat it without having an upset stomach, which thankfully is not me. There's many things that upset my stomach, but cheese, not one of them.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it.
Yeah. It's got plenty of onions. The bread is nice and like all of the liquid has soaked up into it, and the cheese is cheesy.
All right, our food has arrived.
And my steak is huge. My side of Brussels sprouts is also huge.
Yeah.
Brian's pheasant looks good. And it looks like it's got lots of garlic.
And it's good. But just from my taste, it's just a little bit overcooked. Like,
Yeah.
I like them where they say al dente. I don't even know what that means, but a little bit crisper.
Are they like boiled and then maybe like lightly charred? They're good. I should have gotten the mac and cheese. Although I was always going to get the Brussels sprouts. That wasn't the debate.
It's healthier. Your mom will be proud of you.
The steak, like I said, is humongous. I typically don't eat my steak with any sauce or anything. I just normally like salt, pepper.
The pheasant is pretty good. It tastes like it's cooked in soy sauce, and so I like that. I've been substituting soy sauce for salt in a lot of things, and I like it better. It just gives it like a darker, more flavorful, salty flavor.
The steak is cooked nicely, and it's got a nice char, like they cooked it on an open flame, which I love that. That's like my favorite way to cook a steak, is like on a grill with the flame kissing the little pieces of fat and making it all charred. That's my favorite.
Kissing.
Brian says I need to work on my descriptions, and
No, that
I
was
just gave
good.
him a perfect one, and
That
he's going
was
to criticize.
good. No, I was not criticizing. I was impressed.
It was weird when he ordered the pheasant that the server asked how he wanted it cooked. I did find that a little weird.
Yes, and I said, well, how does it come cooked? Because you're not going to order it raw or rare. I mean,
Yeah,
so
because it is a bird.
I mean, I prefer my chicken undercooked, but he said medium to medium well.
Yeah.
He didn't go low from medium. And if he would have said medium rare, I said medium rare, but it's a little overcooked.
The actual pheasant I could probably do without. I didn't have any of the skin, which is probably where most of the flavor is. But the pasta it's like a mushroom sauce, and it's delicious. I love mushrooms and a creamy sauce on my pasta.
The cream sauce is really thick, and I like it. Like sometimes when you get a cream sauce, it's very thin, very runny, and this is not. And I enjoy that, and the mushrooms are like, I think they sauteed them. The whole thing goes together pretty well. If anything, I might add a tad of pepper. It's good. Man,
Is it $63 good?
No, but it's good. Good steak. You go to a restaurant like this and you get a steak. It's so much better than the store. Like we buy ribeyes all the time, and we cook them. And this just seems like it's, I don't like more dense. Like the meat is more dense. And when I get the ones from the store, they're not as dense. They're like thinner and not thinner, but just I don't know how else to
Like more
describe it.
fat, or I mean, I love
they're
fat
very
in my
fatty,
steak, which is
but
why I love ribeye
We
steaks.
got fat over here
Yeah.
too, and fat is supposed to be where the flavor comes from. So, no, not fat. It's just like not as dense. I don't
Steak is my favorite food. I don't even know the last time we had steak. Probably for a month or so, but it makes me happy.
So yeah, so far everything's good. I just got my second martini, and Stephanie just ordered her second glass of wine. So
It's gonna be a wild and crazy night.
maybe, or be asleep by 7. We're gonna finish up here. We talked about maybe going to see West Side Story at the movie theater. I've been wanting to see it. I don't want to see it. I'd rather see it in the theater than at home, just because the sound is so much better. But
I'm so happy with my steak. I will say it's probably not $63 or whatever it is, but it's good.
it's a great steak. It really is.
Yeah, they cooked it well.
Yeah.
They did not cook it well. They did a good job cooking it.
All right, guys. We'll finish up here, and we'll see you outside.
All right, we have finished our delicious meal here at the Vineyard. What did you think, Brian, about your food?
I thought it was excellent. It was a little weird. He asked me how I wanted the pheasant cooked. I figured they would just cook it at whatever temperature they normally cook it at. But it was a little bit over. I said medium, which was the lowest he offered. But maybe next time I'll say medium rare. I don't know. But other than that, delicious. Everything was great. Everything was wonderful. What about you?
Yeah, the pasta you had was great with that, went along with the pheasant. My steak was delicious. I think I said that 9,000 times in the video. The wine was good. The Brussels sprouts were okay. I probably would go for the mac and cheese next time. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, the Brussels sprouts were overcooked. They weren't charred enough. I don't even know if they grilled them. I felt like they steamed them first and then
Yeah.
maybe grilled them a little bit.
Just a little bit, not a lot.
But yeah, they were. I mean, the flavor was good. They were just a little mushy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Overall, we enjoyed it. We would recommend it, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Yes. So,
It's a little pricey.
Yeah,
but
it's great for a date
The food
night.
is good. Yeah. So.
good for a date night, good for like a special occasion. They do offer a brunch on the weekends, so
Yeah, bottomless mimosas.
yeah, and there's a lot of places down here that you can do that. So come on to Lake Mary. But to wrap it all up, remember to like,
Yes.
comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, No BS Eateries, and we will see you in the next one.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
Bye, guys.